In Lesson 2, we'll discuss the types of audio authority counter stations, how to set them up, and get familiar with the accessories you can use to enhance the intercom system. Counter stations allow the teller, pharmacist, or facility employee to communicate with a customer just outside a window or hundreds of feet away. A video counter station is simply an audio counter station that has a one-way or two-way video accessory installed. The original Model 1500 can be updated for use with the current Series 1500 counter stations, hubs, and lane stations. While they are no longer available, the Model 1500 counter station has the same basic operating system and shares the same keypad and microphone as the current generation 1500A. If you need to replace an original 1500 with a 1500A in an older intercom system, the system's firmware must be version 4.0 or higher to work with the new counter station. To update the firmware in the older components, you may have to replace the old hub with an SD-compatible hub or SD-compatible system card in order to perform the update. Model 1500A counter stations have a compact footprint and improved sound quality. The 1500AH is a version of the 1500A that has a handset with a hook switch for discrete conversations with customers. This is important in applications such as a pharmacy, where the customer's medical information should not be broadcast over the indoor speaker. The 1500A has a better method of attaching a video monitor and a video height adjustment. This is a 1580 counter station, and while it looks like a Series 1500 counter station, it actually belongs to Series 1580, which is designed specifically for cost-effective, one-on-one or one-on-two audio-only installations. Video is not supported in Series 1580, and it's not compatible with Series 1500 hubs or lane stations. It connects to a special dual lane station. Two different kits are available, the 1580S and the 1580HS, which includes a handset. Installing and troubleshooting Series 1580 hardware is different than Series 1500, so we'll cover that in a different lesson. There are 4 ports on the back of each counter station. The first 3 are for audio installations: power, headset, and hub. The audio jack is a 2.5 mm stereo jack for handsets or headsets. The hub port accepts an RJ45 plug for Cat5 connection to a hub or directly to a lane station. A video display and camera can be connected to the video port via Cat5, terminated with an RJ45 plug. Counter stations require a 12-volt, 1-amp switching power supply. When power is applied to a counter station but without any connection to a hub or lane station, the keypad displays a series of red and green light patterns. At idle, there is no way to see if a counter station is on or off, so if you see the light dance, you'll know that power is applied, the counter station itself is functional, but there's a problem with communication. If you see this pattern, see if the Cat5 cable is securely plugged into the counter station's hub port. Make sure it is terminated correctly, and that it is connected to either a hub, a lane station, or customer station, and that all components have power. The Audio Authority intercom system components communicate with each other via Cat5 or Cat6 UTP cables, terminated to the 568B standard, similar to cables for computer networks, but Series 1500 is not compatible with computer networks. The counter station hub port connects only to a hub or directly to a lane station or an integrated customer station. Once a powered counter station has communication with either a hub, lane station, or customer station, the light dance stops. In its normal operating state, with no lanes active, the keypad is dark. There are 2 things that the operator can adjust to customize the counter station: the ringtone and the ringer volume. Press and hold the setup key for about 2 seconds. You'll hear a click when you touch the setup key and another click to confirm that you have entered the operator menu. the camera keys and the volume keys light up. Press the camera up or down key to choose from 16 available ringtones. Press the volume keys to raise and lower the volume of the ringer. When you're finished, press the setup key again to save your selections and exit the operator menu. To change the key colors to match drive-up lanes, remove the 4 screws in the clear plastic keypad cover and swap the chips to achieve the desired pattern. Once the counter station is ready to use, you'll notice the default lane positions 1 through 4 are active on the second row of the keypad. The active lanes may be customized in advanced setup, which we will cover in a future lesson. To talk to a drive-up customer, press the customer's lane key. The green light comes on, showing that the lane is selected. To deselect the lane, press the lane key again. When a customer presses the call button from a lane, the counter station rings, and the corresponding lane key flashes red. It only rings once, but the lane key continues to flash until the lane is selected by a counter station operator. After you have selected a lane, you can use the volume keys to adjust the volume of the sound coming from the built-in counter station speaker. The hold button actually serves 3 different functions. First, it may be used to place a customer on hold while the operator accomplishes another task, just like an office telephone. The second function is useful when there is a video monitor attached to the counter station. When idle, the counter station monitor shows images from each connected lane camera in sequence. You can press the hold button, while no lane is selected, to freeze the rotation on the current lane camera image. Press the hold button again to resume the rotation. The third function is activating a remote contact that is wired to the 1520 lane station. For example, if a lane has a door latch set up on the 1520 and a customer calls to be let in, the operator selects the lane to talk to the customer, and then must press the hold button long enough for the latch to be activated. The hold key clicks once when you first touch it, and then again to confirm you have activated the remote contact. A quick press still works to put the lane on hold. Call the Audio Authority tech support team for details about using remote contacts. The privacy key is used with headsets or handsets connected to the headset port on the rear of the counter station. When private communication is required, the operator can press the privacy key to mute the counter station's built-in speaker and microphone, and route the audio through the 2.5mm headset port. When the privacy light is on, the handset or headset is active, and the speaker and microphone are muted. The privacy button may be activated as required for occasional use, or, if it is the main mode of communication, it may be programmed as default operation using advanced setup. The privacy key is not necessary when using the handset on the model 1500AH because it has a built-in hook switch. The camera buttons are used to adjust the angle of the motorized lane cameras. In locations that do not have camera tilt mechanisms, these keys are not functional in everyday operation. For systems with two-way video, the mirror button allows counter station operators to see their own image, providing a mirror they can use to adjust viewing height and angle. Now let's talk about the accessories you can use with counter stations. The counter station video options from Audio Authority are the Model 1501L, a display-only one-way video interface, and the Model 1502L, camera and display, two-way video interface. Mount the video interface to the back of the Model 1500A or 1500AH counter station and connect it via the provided Cat5 cable that plugs into the RJ45 connection labeled Video. If you need to connect a third-party camera and monitor instead of a 1502L, the Model 1504 video interface provides connections for both. A single Cat5 cable connects between the RJ45 jack labeled Video on the counter station and the jack labeled To Video port on the 1504. There are two BNC connectors for camera and monitor hookup. Keep in mind when connecting third-party video equipment that Series 1500 only works with standard definition 480i video signals, or composite video. The Model 1542J enables wireless communication between the operator and the Audio Authority counter station. It includes a special cable that connects between the blue RJ11 jack on the Jabra Pro 920 base station and the 2.5mm stereo jack labeled Handset on the Audio Authority counter station. The Model 1548 Handset Selector switch allows up to 4 individual wireless headset base units to be connected to a single counter station. This can be useful where multiple operators must use the same counter station, and personal hygiene is a concern. The Model 1544 wired handset is a familiar telephone-style handset and wall-mount cradle for applications where discrete communication is desired. It does not have a hook switch, so to use the handset, the operator must press the lane key, then press the privacy key, assuming continuous privacy has not been enabled in advanced setup. Keep in mind that the 1500 AH counter station has a convenient built-in handset with a hook switch, which doesn't require the privacy key to activate it. That's it for Lesson 2 in the Series 1500 Intercom training course. Next topic, lane stations and customer stations. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call 800-32-AUDIO or visit audioauthority.com.